What is this bento? Yeah, it's leftovers from the osechi I made. Homemade osechi? Are you poor or something? Well, recently, I've been sending money back home to my parents.
Is this homemade osechi?
Here's a receipt. Please process it. After New Year's, during lunch break, I was unpacking my bento when Yoshiro Ezaki, the sales department manager, came up to me. I'm Takashi Yuta, 27 years old. I work in accounting, so it's natural for me to receive receipts, but next time, I would prefer it if you could hand them to me when it's not lunch break. Unlike you in accounting, we in sales are busy and always flying around outside. What is this bento? Yeah, it's leftovers from the osechi I made. Homemade osechi? Are you poor or something? Well, recently, I've been sending money back home to my parents. I had a $500 osechi, you know? Sounds extravagant. I get a lot of contracts, so it's not hard. Accounting must be so boring, right? No matter how many receipts you process, there's no incentive. It's a real gap, even among colleagues.
Is this homemade osechi?
As I was talking about the osechi with Ezaki, Kanae Niwa came over with sparkling eyes. Kanae Niwa, who's around 25 years old, works in the planning department, and is the president's daughter. She's called by her first name to differentiate her from her father.
Amazing! It looks like something a professional made.
Thank you. I made it with my mom. Both of my parents run a wagashi shop, and they used to sell wagashi shop osechi around New Year's.
Oh, so it's a professional taste then.
How should I put it? The decoration cuts are definitely professional, but Kanae, looking at the osechi with a longing face, was just staring at it, and I asked her if she wanted to eat it. Oh, would you like some?
Is that okay?
Without hesitation, Kanae reached out and grabbed a piece of it.
It's a gentle flavor. It tastes homemade.
I'm glad you like it. When I answered, Kanae thought for a moment.
If it's okay, could you teach me how to make osechi?
Huh? If it's osechi, I can recommend a luxury osechi.
I'm tired of that. I'd like to make homemade osechi next New Year's.
My mother has a part-time job, so she's already gone back to her hometown. I think I'll be the one teaching you, but...
Yuta, you can make it too, right?
Well, it's not as good as my mother's, but I've learned the basics.
Then could you teach me?
I'll be happy to teach, but explaining it verbally might be a bit difficult.
Yes, so if you have time, I'd love for you to teach me directly.
You mean come to my house?
I'd like to train without my father knowing, so it would be a big help if you could do that.
Huh, understood. It's fine. And so, I ended up agreeing to teach Kanae how to make osechi on my day off. And then, on that weekend, Kanae came to my house. I'm sorry I invited the president's daughter to this shabby apartment.
No, don't worry. I actually like places like this.
Oh, that's surprising.
There's not much in here, but are you a minimalist?
No, I moved here last year, and I've been trying to live frugally, so I just can't buy anything.
Is your salary really that low? If you want, I can go directly to my father and ask him.
No, it's fine. I quickly refused the offer. I'm getting paid properly. It's just that I'm sending money to my family right now. Today, since it's our first session, I was planning to explain how to do simple decorative cuts that will make things look much more impressive. So, for today's menu, I was thinking of teaching how to make kamaboko and simmered vegetables. To do this, you cut off about 2/3 of the outer layer like this, then make a slit in the center and twist it back.
Wow! Just with that small change, it looks so much more elegant.
It's just about learning how to cut, so I think this is a good place to start. After finishing the decorative cuts on the kamaboko, I showed her how to twist a carrot into a plum blossom shape for the simmered vegetables. The dishes we made were, of course, eaten properly, but I felt a bit nervous having dinner with Kanae-san at the table.
I'll pay for the ingredients and tuition properly.
Huh? Tuition? That's not necessary. But the cost of the ingredients, honestly, it helps me out. I'm living frugally, so is it alright if I get paid for that?
Of course. I insist on paying.
Just the cost of the ingredients then, please. Some of the ingredients for osechi are quite expensive, so it helps. By the way, what made you interested in making osechi yourself?
My mother used to make it for me when I was younger.
I see. But if that's the case, wouldn't it be better to learn from your mom directly?
She passed away when I was in high school.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pried.
No, don't worry. Seeing your osechi lunch made me remember my mother. Then, I thought I should make it for my father too.
So that's why you wanted to learn in secret from me, right?
I can't recreate my mother's taste, but I think my father would feel nostalgic if I made it by hand.
I understand. Let's do our best together. Then, one day, Nakano, a young employee from the sales department, came to my office with a stack of receipts. If receipts are accumulated, it can cause more trouble, so the accounting department recommends submitting them in smaller batches.
Hello, here are the receipts.
Hey, hello. Looks like you have quite a few today. What are these receipts for?
Entertainment, newspaper subscriptions, meeting expenses, and a few other things. But there might be some that won't qualify as expenses, so I'd like you to check them.
Huh? You're not a newbie anymore.
In the sales department, it's hard to judge, but I am still somewhat of a newbie.
Well, that can't be helped. Please wait a moment.
Oh, I have some field work soon, so it's fine if you process them later.
Huh? Got it.
Alright, thanks.
Saying that, Nakano quickly left the accounting department. Then, as if by replacement, Takahashi from the sales department came in holding a stack of receipts. After that, more and more young sales employees came in, leaving multiple receipts that needed to be checked. Before I knew it, the receipts had piled up into a thick stack. Blank receipts? That's bad. Ah, so that's what it is. It took me a while, but I finally realized the hidden intention behind it. Then, I decided to confront the next young sales employee who brought in receipts. After a while, it was indeed Tomonaga, a young sales employee, who came in with a stack of receipts. Can you wait for a minute?
Yeah? What's up?
I need to ask you something.
Huh? Well, I have some field work to do right now.
No worries, I won't take up much of your time. It was the weekend, and as usual, Kanae came over to my house. Today, we're making 2-color eggs and kurikinton. Since my family runs a Japanese confectionery shop, I'm confident with sweet receipts. The 2-color eggs are best made with high-quality eggs, but today, we are using supermarket discount eggs for practice. For one normal loaf pan, I'm using 9 large eggs.
So, this is called a loaf pan? Where do you buy it?
You can buy it online easily. It's also used for ryokan, so it might be handy to have one. First, separate the boiled eggs into whites and yolks and sift them. The traditional method uses a wooden spatula for sifting, but it's a bit troublesome, so I recommend a rubber spatula. As I was explaining, suddenly, it was from my mom.
Don't worry about me. Go ahead and answer.
After saying sorry to Kanae, I picked up the phone.
Koji, I talked with your dad. I think we should give up on the store.
What? But...
I've been burdening you too much. We can't even find a way to rebuild. So stop sending money. Use it for yourself.
But what about your living expenses?
Your dad's part-time job and my part-time job are enough to manage. Is there some trouble?
No, it's nothing like that.
If you need to go, feel free to leave.
It's not that. It's just family matters. I'll talk to mom again tonight. Let's get back to sifting the eggs. Shaking off the moment, we return to cooking.
How is it? I tried making it at home as practice.
During a weekday lunch break, Kanae sat across from me in the cafeteria, opening her lunchbox. Her lunchbox contained the 2-color eggs and simmered vegetables I had taught her, and it was clear she had been practicing at home. It looks good. The carrot decorative cuts are neatly done.
Thank you.
After a while of eating in silence, Kanae suddenly spoke up.
You seem troubled. Are you okay?
Huh? Really? Yeah. I guess so.
It was about the call from your family, right?
Well, yeah.
Can I ask what it was about? Maybe I can help.
Well, it's not exactly a fun story. I started, then began speaking slowly. I think I mentioned that my family runs a Japanese confectionery shop. But last year, we were hit by the Noto Peninsula earthquake.
Huh?
Both of my parents were unharmed, but the building that serves us both the shop and our home tilted due to liquefaction of the soil. When we had a survey done by an architect, they said the foundation is damaged, and the only option is demolition.
A major partial collapse, huh?
There's government support, but it's not enough to rebuild the structure. My parents have been living in temporary housing, making ends meet with part-time jobs.
So you were sending money for that?
Yes, for the rebuilding, but after a year of trying hard, there was still no progress. And that's why my parents have given up.
I see.
We've been running the family's confectionery for generations, though not as an old brand, and I want to preserve it. After I finished talking, there was an awkward silence. Sorry, I guess that wasn't the most pleasant conversation. Please don't mind it.
No, I asked and I appreciate you telling me. Well, there might still be something we can do.
Huh? Really?
Crowdfunding.
That's the one where you raise funds from a wide range of people online, right? Do you think regular funding for rebuilding a confectionery shop would work?
With the right approach, there's definitely potential.
But my parents and I aren't really knowledgeable about those things.
Don't worry, leave the planning to me. After all, I'm part of the planning department. There's no initial cost, so could you talk to your parents about it? And it would help if you could make it so that I can speak with them directly.
But are you sure?
Please let me help. I'll make sure this crowdfunding is a success.
Later, Kanae came to the accounting department with a single receipt, which she handed to me. Is this a receipt?
Yes, but that's just the formal thing. I'm here to tell you that the crowdfunding page has been launched. I know I should wait until after work, but I wanted to let you know as soon as possible.
She said that, and I opened the URL she had sent to my phone. Then, a page titled Reconstruction Project for the Traditional Japanese Confectionery Shop Affected by the Noto Peninsula Earthquake appeared. Traditional?
I heard from your mom that it's been passed down for 3 generations. That's definitely a traditional shop.
Is that really what it is? The page was well made, as expected of Kanae. Well, now we just need to wait for support to come in, right? When I asked, Kanae shook her finger and denied it, then became even more determined.
No, this is just the beginning.
What do you mean?
I'm going to use social media to spread the word. Crowdfunding is all about momentum, so we plan to add some supporter accounts at first to give it a boost.
Isn't that a bit risky?
Even if they're fake supporters, they're still real ones from my personal network.
I'm really sorry for all of this. This is how our crowdfunding plan began. A month later, during lunch break, Kanae came to the cafeteria with her laptop.
The crowdfunding is doing well. It's only been half the time, but we've already raised over 70% of the goal amount. The social media site is also doing well.
Amazing! So much support!
we've received many messages of encouragement. Like, good luck with the earthquake recovery, and I've loved your sweets since childhood. I'll come buy them again.
There were a few people who signed up for the 300,000 yen support plan. I'm so grateful that they're willing to donate so much for us.
Actually, one of them is me.
Huh?
Well, I planned the plan myself. But I'm interested in the return gifts of seasonal wagashi distribution and osechi from the wagashi shop.
Thank you so much. Before I knew it, I was bowing deeply to Kanae. Once the shop is rebuilt, I'll make sure to meet everyone's expectations.
Please don't be so formal. Besides, the planning for the crowdfunding was also a way to thank you for teaching me how to make osechi.
While we were talking, Kajiro, looking displeased, entered the cafeteria. Yo, Yuta, I heard your family is doing crowdfunding. What's up, Kajiro? Should I donate to you? Just when I thought it was strange. You've become so poor that you've started begging publicly? I'll donate if you beg me. Huh?
What are you saying?
I was about to get angry, but before I could, Kanae shouted.
Crowdfunding is about connecting people who need help with people who want to help. The people receiving support are paying their due.
No, I didn't mean to upset you, Kanae. Why, Kanae, do you support someone like this poor guy? Someone who's always earning big like me is more appropriate for you.
Bad joke.
Kanae glared at Kajiro with sharp eyes.
Whether someone's rich or not has nothing to do with their humanity, and poverty isn't something to be ashamed of. Especially if you're working towards a goal.
But there must be some balance.
Then I'm not a match for someone like you, Kajiro. Because I was once poor too.
Huh?
Until my father succeeded in his business, we were extremely poor. We couldn't even afford to buy osechi, so my mother made it by hand as best as she could to celebrate. That's why handmade osechi feels so nostalgic to me.
I see. So that's how it was.
But as I was learning how to make osechi, by hearing about your family's situation, I realized how much you care about them, Yura.
At that moment, Kanae took a deep breath and declared,
I like you, Yura.
Huh?
And you, Kajiro. I hate people like you who mock poverty.
No!
I don't even want to see your face. Go home.
Kanae rejected Kajiro dramatically, and he left the cafeteria in shock. But, hey, hold on. What's up? I saw someone who has something to talk to you, waiting in line. I stopped him because I saw that Naohara, the department head from the accounting department, was waiting for him to finish talking. Right, Department Head Naohara? At my prompting, Kajiro hurriedly looked back as Naohara approached, holding a quiet but angry expression.
I need to talk to you.
What? What's this about?
Did you not recently tell your subordinates how to submit inappropriate receipts?
No, I didn't. You were behind all that, weren't you? The receipts have been reported to the department head, so don't even try to deny it. You!
Well, Kajiro. As someone who's a hope of the sales department, there's no way you wouldn't know how to handle receipts properly.
Of course I do!
Then, could you tell me what kind of instructions you've been giving to your subordinates?
Ugh.
Let's move to another place to talk.
And so, Ezaki was escorted out of the cafeteria by Director Naohara. Well, about what we talked about earlier. Finally calming down, I turned to Kanae. She blushed even more and gave a shy smile.
Sorry, I got carried away. I won't ask you to respond immediately. You can take your time after everything with the crowdfunding is finished. Just let me know sometime.
After a while, I heard about Kajuro's fate through the grapevine. Apparently, his harassment towards me became a problem, and he, along with his subordinates, was given a stern warning and asked to write a reflection paper. Jealous of how close Kanae and I were. Is he a child? Of course, after being turned down so dramatically by Kanae, he probably didn't have the energy left to harass anyone further. By the way, I also heard that due to the heartbreak, he's been unable to focus on work lately and hasn't been able to get any incentives. On the other hand, as for us...
Congratulations on the success of the crowdfunding! We've reached the goal for now, but there's still some time left, and it looks like it'll keep growing.
It's all thanks to you, Kanae.
No, I just helped a little.
Kanae! I suddenly raised my voice. Today, I had made up my mind to tell her. It's not just because the crowdfunding succeeded. Now, I won't need to send most of my salary home anymore. So, I'll be able to afford things like date expenses. No, that's not what I mean.
So, that means...
I'll do my best to become the kind of man who is worthy of you, Kanae. So will you go out with me?
I'm so happy, of course!
Thank goodness. I was worried you might change your mind and reject me. I would have been lost for words on how to introduce you to my parents now.
Huh? Now?
At that moment, the intercom in my room went off. I had been keeping an eye on the crowdfunding's progress. When I told my parents yesterday that we had met the goal, they said they wanted to thank me in person.
Could it be that they've arrived?
I thought it might be too sudden, but since today was the seminar day, it worked out. As I stood up to go to the entrance, Kanae hurriedly stood up too.
I'll greet them too. Is there anything weird about me?
You don't need to be that nervous, Kanae. You've talked to my parents on the phone many times, haven't you?
Talking on the phone and meeting in person are different.
And so, we both headed toward the entrance. A year had passed since then. My parents' wagashi shop had successfully resumed business, and the wagashi shop osechi was now being sold for the new year. But this year, I would not just enjoy that osechi. Kanae, this is so delicious. Thank you. Thank you. Since then, we've gotten engaged. After spending New Year's Day with our respective families, we plan to visit each other's homes. And there, we would eat each other's osechi. As a new family, we savor the happiness of eating osechi together with smiles. Happy New Year!
Fumiya, how long do you plan on staying here? You should move out and be independent already. You're just in the way.
Huh?
Oh, Fumiya! It's nice to see ya. Huh? You know each other?
Why didn't you rely on me sooner? I really have no excuse. My name is Fumiya Koga. I'm a 30-year-old working at a small library. 2 years ago, I was a full-time employee, but now I work part-time, about 3 days a week. It breaks my heart, you know? My own little brother not coming to me when he's struggling. That's what my older brother, Makoto, says with tears in his eyes. The reason being... Hey, Fumiya, the door was unlocked. Some coming in... Wait, what? Fumiya! Fumiya! So hungry. My little brother's collapsed from starvation. I had just gotten back from work and collapsed from hunger in the hallway, only to be found by my brother, who happened to stop by. Hang in there. I'll get you something good to eat. Wait, there's nothing in your fridge? And so, I was dragged back to my family home against my will. I'm 30 already. I just didn't think it was right to burden mom and you with my problems. Idiot! Family is family, no matter how old you are. Ow, that hurts, Makoto. I had a reason for stepping down from full-time work to part-time. I tried to manage on my own for a while, but student loan repayments, rent, I had finally reached my financial limit. Worried that I hadn't visited home in a while, my brother found the overdue notices and confronted me.
Now, Makoto, that's enough. You know he's never been good at relying on others.
That's my mother speaking with a smile. Dad passed away when I was in college, so now she lives with my brother at home. But Mom, what if I hadn't come to check on him? Who knows what would have happened?
You're right. Thank you, Makoto. Fumiya, if you don't mind, why don't you live here at home?
Huh? But Makoto's here too, right? What? You don't want me around? My brother retorts dramatically, but I ignore him for now.
Makoto's getting married soon.
What? Come on, Mom. I wanted to tell him myself. Turns out my brother had come all the way here today just to tell me that. Sorry, I was too busy passing out to listen.
Dad's not around anymore, and I won't have anyone to cook or chat with anymore. Besides, I don't want to intrude on my newlywed son's life, you know? So how about it?
I'll still send money home, so stay here with Mom, Fumiya. Maybe it's because they're family, but I could tell they truly cared about me. And I had no reason to refuse. Thanks, Mom. Sorry for worrying you. And congrats on your wedding, Makoto. 6 months later, Makoto got married, and I started living at home for the first time in years.
Oh, sorry, Fumiya. I'm just causing you trouble.
Mom, don't push yourself. Grab onto my shoulder. I'll help you up slowly. One day, Mom fell down the stairs and broke her leg. The doctor said she needed to rest at home.
Thanks for everything, Fumiya. You're always so helpful. Such a kind boy.
But for the past few days, someone else has been hovering around, worried about Mom.
Mother-in-law, what happened? You broke your leg? Oh, Yuki, I'm sorry to worry you.
This is Yuki, Makoto's wife. She and my brother lived together in an apartment near our family home. They got married 2 months ago, but when she heard about Mom's injury, she rushed over.
It's okay, Yuki. I can still do things on my own with my crutches. Makoto's away on a business trip, so don't worry about me. I'll stay here and help take care of you.
And so, Yuki has been staying at her house. Yuki said she would check in at home, but she's not being a nuisance, is she? Sorry, Fumiya. Makoto asks over the phone. Lately, he's been traveling a lot for work. I think she's just worried about Mom, but if it becomes a problem, I'll tell her to go home. It's fine. You're gonna be away for a while, right? Isn't it better to know she's not alone while you're at work? That's my little brother. Makoto cheers, then gets back to work. It's mutual. I owe my brother a lot too. That way, Makoto can focus on work. Yuki truly cares about her mother and has a great relationship with Makoto. But...
Fumiya, how long do you plan on staying here? You should move out and be independent already. You're just in the way.
Huh?
I've lived on my own since college and paid for everything myself. You're 30 and perfectly capable of working. How can you still be living off your mother?
Seems like she doesn't like that I'm still living at home. But she only acts like this toward me, so I just accepted.
Mother-in-law, do you need some water? It's fine, I can move on my own, but thank you for asking. Please don't hesitate to ask for anything. I love you after all.
She's so cold to me, yet so kind to Mom. Maybe I should change this part. Lately, I've been spending my time outside of work creating videos. I'm not making money from video editing yet, but I've been reading books, taking free courses, and improving my skills. I stepped down from full-time work to pursue my dream of being a video creator. Whoa!
Hey, did you forget what I told you before? You should give up on your silly dream and get a real job. You went from full-time to part-time? That's embarrassing. Aren't you ashamed of leeching off your mother?
She slams my laptop shut, but I can't take my eyes off her furious expression. I know I'm causing trouble for Mom. Her words sting.
What's wrong? I heard shouting and got worried. I just think Fumiya is a burden to you, so I got a little loud.
She's not wrong. She probably does care about Mom.
Yuki, here. Take some home. These are vegetables I grew myself.
A few years ago, when Makoto first introduced Yuki, she quickly bonded with Mom.
Wow, really? Thank you so much. Ever since then, whenever Yuki visited, I would give her seasonal vegetables.
Yuki lost her mother at a young age, so she found a mother's love in my mom. And that's exactly why she hates seeing me relying on Mom.
Yuki, are you trying to drive Fumiya out for my sake? I think of you as my real mother, and I treasure you. Thank you, Yuki. That means a lot to me. I feel the same way about you. You're like a daughter to me. And I also care about Makoto and Fumiya. I've decided to support Fumiya's dream. That's why I told him to live here. I just wanted to live with my beloved mother-in-law. That's all. But you and Makoto just got married, didn't you? You should be enjoying your time together as a couple. You're always welcome to visit whenever you like. All right.
From that day on, Yuki stopped openly looking down on me. A few days later, I took my video camera and headed to a park a little ways from home. Whoa, this brings back memories. I used to come here all the time with my family as a kid. On nice days like this, I make it a habit to visit places filled with memories to gather footage for my videos. The scenery, the ambient sounds, it all feels like a gift from nature. This time of day is soothing. I hope I can bring good news to Mom and Makoto, who are supporting me. I want to succeed as a creator as soon as possible, but lately, I've been feeling more and more impatient.
What are you filming?
A voice suddenly calls out from behind me. I thought I was alone, so of course... Whoa!
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you that much. Well, I just caught some pretty hilarious footage. Sorry for disturbing you.
After that, I ended up sitting on a bench in a park and chatting with her. Her name's Otoha Miyagawa. It's fine. In a way, I got an interesting surprise shot out of it.
I see. I kind of get that feeling. I love reading on paper too. Hey, can I read this?
Otoha started reading my manuscript with deep concentration. Otoha, are you planning to read all of it?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I just got caught up in it.
She snapped back to reality when I spoke. That meant she had been completely engrossed in my work.
It was so interesting, I couldn't stop. It's amazing. I got totally hooked.
Getting lost in a story? What higher praise could there be? I ended up telling Otoha as much as I could about my situation. I live with my family, and my mom and brother fully support me, but my sister-in-law is against it. She sees me living at home as a burden and keeps telling me to give up on my dream and get a real job. She says it's for my mom's sake, and she's not exactly wrong. She's not wrong, that's how I truly feel. As a son, I'm grateful that someone cares about my mom.
Even if your sister-in-law wants to kick you out, that's not a reason to give up on your dream. If you give up, that's the end of it. Don't you think making all your effort pay off is the best way to repay your family?
Ugh.
I want to read more of your story, but I'll hold off until it gets published as a book.
Okay, thank you. I'll keep doing my best. Otoha smiled as she encouraged me, then left, saying she had work to do. When I got home, I ran into Yuki just as she was leaving the house. Yuki, what's with the bags?
Oh, this? Since my mother-in-law's leg healed faster than expected, I'm heading back home.
I see. Thank you for everything you did to help out. Mom was really grateful.
Don't get the wrong idea. I never said I accepted you. I'm just staying quiet because my mother-in-law keeps defending you. Got it? You're still a nuisance. Clinging to your dream of becoming a writer and relying on my mother-in-law and Makoto to support you. I absolutely despise you.
With a piercing glare, Yuki spat out her words and walked away. I need to make it as a writer as soon as possible. Time passed, and 3 years later, I found myself at a wedding hall. Makoto and Yuki had never held a wedding after getting married, since work and business trips kept them busy. But they finally decided to hold one, so here I was. Makoto looks so happy. I'm glad. I hadn't spoken much to Yuki in the past 3 years, but as long as she was happy with Makoto, that was all that mattered to me. Mom, Fumiya, thank you so much for today. It was the time for the newlyweds to greet the guests at each table. Makoto spoke to us, teary-eyed. Don't cry, Makoto. Let's continue being a great family. Even at a time like this, Yuki didn't say a word to me or even glance in my direction. She probably still isn't happy that I live at home. With some unease in my heart, I left the venue as the ceremony came to a close. Makoto and Yuki were standing by the exit, seeing guests off. A female guest was chatting with Yuki.
Oh, Fumiya! It's nice to see ya.
The woman greeted me with a smile. Seeing this, Yuki finally turned to look at me.
Huh? You know each other?
Oh, yes, actually, we've worked together.
I'm in charge of his work as an editor. Wow, I had no idea you were Yuki's brother-in-law. What a surprise. What?
That's right. She was Otoha Miyagawa, the woman I met in the park 3 years ago, and also an editor at Miyagawa Scutto Publishing. So you were friends with Yuki? You surprised me again.
Hee. I guess you and I are just meant to be connected somehow.
3 years ago, I met Otoha in the park. After that, we didn't meet again, until a year ago.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I knew it had to be you.
Huh? You are... What are you doing here? My short novel won first prize in a contest, and Scutto Publishing reached out, wanting to sign me. The piece Otoha had found back then didn't win an award, but I kept working hard.
I had a feeling it might be you when I read your work. I guess that's an editor's intuition. That's a lie. A writer? You really debuted. He's been continuously publishing short stories in our magazine. It's the magazine you said you liked, Yuki. Fumiya works are in it.
Apparently, Yuki has been a devoted reader of the magazine where my stories were published. I didn't even know she was into reading, so I couldn't hide my shock. Yuki.
Makoto?
Makoto must have noticed what was happening because he walked over to us. I always thought it was strange. Every time I brought up Fumiya, you would avoid the topic. So you've been treating him cruelly all this time.
But he was just a part-timer relying on his family financially and in daily life. How is that not his fault?
Under Makoto's reproachful gaze, Yuki breaks down and confesses.
I wanted to be a writer too. That's why I studied so hard and majored in literature. But I couldn't even place in any contests. I had to face reality and give up. So it hurt to see Fumiya still chasing his dream while his family supported him. I couldn't stand it.
That was a dream Yuki had never shared with anyone. That was why she kept pushing me away and tried to drive me out of the house. Otoha, thank you. I'm fine. Yuki, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. You've always hated me, so I didn't know how to say it. Besides, you were against me becoming a writer. That made it even harder to tell you. It was my dream to become a writer. My mother supported that dream and let me stay at home. Makoto supported me financially and encouraged me. That's why I was able to give it my all. You told me to give up and get a proper job, but I just couldn't. I see. So that was your dream, Yuki. I had no idea. But don't you think it was wrong to take that out on Fumiya? Yuki struggles to respond. Makoto continues speaking slowly. I never had a dream of my own, so there were times I envied Fumiya. Because honestly, it's cool to have something you can dedicate yourself to. Yuki, Fumiya helped fund today's wedding.
Huh? He did?
Yuki looks at me in shock. For the first time, there is no resentment in her gaze. Don't call it funding, Makoto. It's just a small token of appreciation. You're the one who suggested I work part-time so I could chase my dream. I was able to make a living as a writer because of your support. Thank you, Makoto.
Yuki?
Mom calls her name gently. She must have been listening from a distance.
Ma'am,
Mom doesn't say anything. She just looks Yuki in the eyes. But in that gaze, everything she wanted to say was conveyed.
Fumiya, I'm sorry for telling you to leave your own home. I tried to destroy your dream out of jealousy. I'm so sorry.
She bows her head. Mom smiles warmly at her. Yuki, it's okay. I understand now. You had your own dream, and you love Makoto and Mom. That's enough for me. Please keep taking care of them. And also, thank you for reading my work, Yuki.
Fumiya, I'm sorry. And thank you.
After that, Yuki apologized to me over and over, genuinely reflecting on everything. Her attitude toward me softened drastically, to the point where it was almost unsettling. But with Makoto's work settling down, we were finally able to reconcile. At last, I found peace in my life. And soon, I decided to move out. Upon hearing that, Yuki started peeking into my room whenever she came over.
So, is your writing going well? Maybe I could read a bit before publication?
Nope.
Ugh.
Apparently, with Makoto's encouragement, Yuki also started writing her own original stories as a hobby.
Congratulations on getting your new series!
Thanks, Otoha. After moving out, I started living with my girlfriend, Otoha. Every day feels fulfilling.
Getting to read your stories before anyone else, that's my special privilege.
Yeah, because you're special to me. With me moving out, Makoto and Yuki moved in with Mom, and we still meet regularly as a family. Otoha, I said my family helped me become a writer. But I also owe it to the words you gave me when I almost gave up. So thank you, Otoha. I'm so lucky to have met you.
Your words are too beautiful.
Sorry. Was that too much?
That's not it.
What does it mean to have a dream? I think it's as big a question in life as love. Dreams differ for everyone. Only the person with the dream can truly understand it. I remember how Makoto once said he never had a dream, but because of him, my dream found its future. The joy of having support, the hardship of staying strong despite opposition. Maybe dreams will continue teaching us many things throughout our lives.